So just a disclaimer, for the first couple of seconds, the audio is pretty bad on my co-host's side, but as soon as he's done saying his first thing, it evens out. So yeah, just bear with us. Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Movie Hoppers, and today we are reviewing a movie that, I'm just going to come out and say it, I did not expect to like. I did not particularly... I've seen the trailers for this one, and I didn't expect for it to be good, but here we are anyway, reviewing it, and I've got to say that, at least personally, I was pleasantly surprised by this one. But how about you? What did you think?
Yeah, thrillers. I thought it was gonna be like kind of dumb. I mean, it was pretty good. Like, it was
Yeah,
cute.
yeah, yeah. I didn't. I Yeah, it was good. I'm like surprised even while I'm saying it. It was actually pretty good. So if you don't know the concept, it's Will Smith gets turned into a pigeon and he needs to like kill somebody for like some stupid reason. I don't know. It's a pretty basic plot, but I thought it was I thought it was executed well, and I thought it was funny, and I even thought this movie looked good. I thought it looked. What did you think about
Yeah,
the animation?
like I was actually like I was yeah, I was it was really nice to look at. Like,
Yeah.
wow, look at that.
Well, yeah. Look at that.
Something good for once.
It,
Look at
very surprising. Very surprising that it looked good, especially the beginning. I liked how stylized that was. It probably looked better than
that.
Frozen, the freaking
Yeah.
big Disney
Yeah,
movie.
it's almost like they cared about like character design.
Yeah.
Wild.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
not
it's
so
almost
much
like there was an
based on
artistic vision.
realism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't believe
Crazy.
that.
Imagine like how much that elevates the animation. Like imagine doing that. That's crazy.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, I like it was stylized. It all looked nice. The colors looked nice. I saw it in 3D. The 3D was, kind of sucky, but I don't care. The movie just overall looked nice, and I actually ended up liking the characters, despite the fact how generic, especially Will Smith's character was. And the second, this isn't really a spoiler, but the second Tom Holland's mom was on screen, I was like, I know what's gonna happen to her. Like it was just instantly, I was like, I know what's gonna happen to her. It's like predictable the entire movie. Like I wasn't particular with the plot. I wasn't surprised, you know, but
Yeah.
that doesn't make it bad.
Right.
It's all about the journey, not the destination. And
True.
I I enjoy the journey. But I've been talking long enough. What do you want to talk about?
Um. Okay. Well, I didn't have many issues
Uh
with the movie. All right. So we've been like pretty positive about this.
huh. Okay.
Let's go to the corner that we don't often go to.
Oh.
Um. Let's go to the negative comments corner.
Oh
What I
no.
didn't.
Oh no.
What I didn't exactly like about this movie was how often it was like, I work alone, okay? I don't need a team. There's no I in team. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that meant like it got stale and it got boring after a while. Like, okay, I get it. We get it. The
Yeah.
characters get it. You work alone. And then like, oh, a new kid comes in and he's gonna change the mind of the main character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like it got annoying after a while, and like that it kept going until almost the end of the movie.
Yeah. I mean, I noticed that in the beginning, but I guess that's just a problem with these kids movies. They have to make the characters very over dramatic to, get
Right.
any point across, because, kids are stupid. They're probably not going to pick up on it the first 20 times. But yeah, I didn't exactly have a problem with that, but I understand what you're saying here. Um,
Yeah.
I guess my issue is that I didn't like the other pigeon characters. The other pigeons, they were stupid. They didn't need to be there at all, except in the very end, which was also stupid. But I'm gonna stick with my guns here. Um, they, I don't know, they just didn't need to be there, and they took focus away from the characters I did like Will Smith and Tom Holland. They were good characters, and it seems kind of stupid to rag on these pigeon characters because they're not really a big deal. But you know what? They were a big deal to me. I didn't like them. They can go fuck themselves, for all I care. I didn't like them at all. But uh, about those pigeon characters, I think that something that might go over some audiences' heads, and this isn't a spoiler, but there is a lesbian pigeon in this movie. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Oh my. Oh,
is.
what? Wow. Interesting.
I don't. I don't know if the writers realized that. I don't know if that was just like a mistake. Do you think that they purposely put in a lesbian pigeon?
Well, probably not, because like one of the production companies is Walt Disney. So, they probably like didn't mean to, but like also meant to slightly, but didn't realize it until the end, so they're gonna play it off as purposeful.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah, they're
Disney didn't. Well, this was made by Fox. Disney probably didn't really get into it until the movie was basically finished production
right.
because But yeah, I don't, because I feel like that would go over a bunch of people's heads, especially kids. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't realize, but I was like, huh, that's a lesbian pigeon. Like hours after I was done the movie, I was like, wait a second. And that's why Will Smith pigeon, because it explained that Will Smith has the same urges as a normal pigeon, eating shit off the ground and stuff like that. That's probably why Will Smith pigeon wasn't attracted to that girl pigeon, because Will Smith pigeon was a straight pigeon. So it all makes sense now.
It all makes
It
sense.
it all makes sense. But do you think
Wild.
that? I mean, it would also be weird to have Will Smith pigeon be sexually attracted to another pigeon. I don't know. I don't know. Pigeon sexuality, that's kind of above my pay grade. But
Yeah.
like whatever, there's a lesbian pigeon and I thought that was neato. That was kind of cool. Um Probably the first lesbian representation we've ever gotten in a mainstream kids film. Especially
Although we did have that split second of a lesbian couple in Finding Dory
oh, well
that
that
a
doesn't
lot of
count.
conservatives got like heated over for some reason. Like
Yeah.
they don't know who voices Dory.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, yeah, they can't edit this out of the Chinese release. I mean, this is like a major part. So,
Yeah.
sorry, Winnie the Pooh, you're gonna have to have lesbian pigeons in your kids movie. Fuck you. But that's okay. He again. I don't know if anybody will notice that, and I doubt that it was intentional, because I don't think anybody at the writers table was like, you know what this needs? This pigeon needs to be lesbian. I think it was just like a just a convenience, because
Yeah.
it's funny
And they
that
were
the
kind of like,
wait go.
it
Well, I was
was
gonna.
kind of like they're
Oh,
probably basing it off of. Go ahead.
okay. Well, I was just gonna say that it's a convenience because the joke is that the pigeon is attracted to Will Smith pigeon, and they're not gonna have a guy pigeon be attracted to Will Smith pigeon because that would be super gay, and they rather just it be slightly gay.
Dang.
That's my point. Well, I'm speaking for these animation companies. I think your cartoons can be as gay as you want them to be. I've been on Tumblr many a times. I don't care, but I'm just probably that was what went through the minds of Fox. But now you say your
So
thing.
what I was saying
Okay, go.
was like, is they were probably basing it like Will Smith character is a guy, and then he
Yes.
gets turned into a pigeon,
Uh huh.
and like we don't find out that he has the same DNA as the girl pigeon until later. So they're probably like, oh, he's still a guy, right?
Yeah.
So it's girl pigeon and Will Smith pigeon. So
Yeah.
it's straight. They were
Yeah.
probably thinking it like that,
That's what I was kind of
but
saying.
that's not what it is.
Yeah.
It's girl pigeon and girl pigeon with Will Smith.
Yeah, but
Trans pigeon.
I think that the pigeon in terms of the universe is still a lesbian because a pigeon can tell the sex of another pigeon just by looking at it, like
Right.
maybe we
But if
can't,
we're
but they can.
thinking like
Yeah.
she was kind of like the smarter pigeon of the group,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Because like she's an emotional support animal,
Yeah.
so she's gonna have to be trained and whatever,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So she meets Will Smith before he gets turned into a pigeon.
Yeah.
So is she basing off of like Will Smith as Will Smith or Will Smith as Will Smith pigeon? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like she was probably thinking of how he was as a human, and she's like, damn, look at that. But then it's like, oh, he's just a pigeon, so it's like more easy access.
So she wants to fuck a guy? Are you like a
Yeah,
human dude?
species.
That's weird. I don't think that's what they were going for.
That's what they made. Okay.
Well, okay. Well, obviously there were some mistakes. I think we're going off the rails here. Um,
Yeah, we're going a little too deep with this.
yeah, but at the end of the day, the pigeon was lesbian, and you cannot
Yeah, I can.
convince me
Mhm.
otherwise. Lesbian pigeon. I was gonna say something else about the topic, but I feel like we kind of that well has been tapped. Um, well, what else do you want to talk about?
Um, I thought it was kind of interesting that like it was so focused on protection because usually in spy movies it's like what the Will Smith character is always saying like we gotta destroy the bad
Yeah.
to make sure the good still is
Mm-hmm.
around. But then we're not thinking of that, like all those bad people, supposedly bad,
Yeah.
just died,
Yeah.
you know? And but the Tom Holland was like, no, everyone gets to live,
Yeah.
right? Peace, love. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's interesting. That's cool. It's fresh.
Yeah. I like that too. I like the it was a non-violent message, but when you get in a lot of movies with non-violent messages, it's delivered in a non-violent way, right? Like you get
Right.
not like an action movie like this, but I feel like somebody who's going to watch this movie is somebody who's going to enjoy action, who's going to enjoy violence, and this movie
Yeah.
does have its fair share of action and violence, but it's also at the same time delivering a non-violent message. It kind of under what I'm saying is that it's not like preaching to the choir, like a lot
Right.
of movies with pro LGBT messages. Those movies are made for the LGBT community. It's not really going to convince anybody, but this is like the opposite. It's a non-violent message in a violent movie, so it's like, hey, that makes sense. That's pretty fun. I like that. That was clever. But
Yeah.
also I feel like the violence was a little it was pretty violent for a kids movie. It's not obviously, nobody's getting decapitated. But I thought it was more violent than the average kids movie. I don't know, maybe that was just me. But
I mean, I guess
like just like a
I can
little
see
bit more
that.
like Usually don't have
Yeah,
guns and stuff.
yeah.
But like a little more violent than the Incredibles, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the gauge, I guess. I don't know. What else? What else happened in this movie? Huh. Anything else you want to talk about before we get into
I thought
spoiler
it was,
talk?
I mean, okay, I guess this is a spoiler. Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
Let's go spoiler talk.
Spoiler.
Okay, say your thing.
All right. So like, I thought it was cool that like it had like the parallel between Tom Holland's character and the bad guy's character. Like, both of them lost, but they both took their loss in different directions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's neat. 'Cause it's like, whoa, it's like the same thing, but they both learned and grew from that experience in different directions. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's neat. Look at
Yeah.
that.
The bad guy could have been a little more developed though, just like a little bit.
Yeah.
He wasn't really
He got,
developed till the end.
yeah. It's kind of unfortunate. But it's
Yeah.
like, we got a little bit.
Also, why can't movies like this just let characters die? They they just can't. Like Tom Holland should have died. He should have died, okay? That shouldn't no. Pigeons flying
That's
no.
too dark. It's too dark for a kids movie.
Too bad. Death is a part of life. Get used to it, kids. Tom Holland can die. You can die. No. No, Tom Holland should have died. Not
And could that many pigeons like actually hold a person of his size up?
probably
Like
not.
as soon as they started doing that, I'm like, is that even possible? Like, yeah, there was like a flock of them
Uh-huh.
holding them up. But I'm like,
Yeah.
they're tiny. Pigeons are very tiny creatures.
Yeah, I don't
And
think
like,
they would be able to yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think that's possible, but I feel like there's a lot of things in this movie that aren't possible.
no, definitely not. But I'm just like, hold on.
Yeah.
Just taking a step back. Without gadgets or whatever, like those gadget things, sure,
Mhm.
they exist in that world and they work and they do whatever and they do those things. But pigeons are a real thing and have real like physics and like biology that works in a certain way that prevents them from picking up people.
Yeah, I guess I see what you mean. I just think Tom Holland should have died.
Yeah,
I just
and like it kind of makes sense. It would make sense, like
yeah. It would be like yeah,
he
he died.
sacrificed himself to make sure other people don't get hurt.
Yeah. Also, when they were up there and the thing said, are you sure you want to deactivate all the drones? Why didn't the bad guy just hit no?
I know. I was thinking that. It's like, and then it'd be done, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh no, my plan, our one and only plan didn't work out because the bad guy saw that it was a yes or no question to deactivate the drones.
Yeah. I mean, the bad guy was just so sure that Tom Holland would pick no. He was just like, I don't need to waste my energy.
Yeah.
Don't need to waste my breath.
Nah.
Yeah, that was kind of stupid, but you know, it's a kids movie, I guess. Doesn't really matter. A kids
Yeah.
movie with a bunch of spy gadgets. I did like the gadgets though. They were kind of
Yeah,
cool.
they were cool.
Especially the one that turned people into like they took their bones away. That was pretty
No
creative.
bone for you. Your bone privileges have been.
Uh, it's just a fun movie.
It is.
It made me smile, and it's a lot better than a lot of other animated movies. Probably the best animated movie I've seen this year, which I guess
Oh.
that's kind of sad, but like
Yeah,
I liked it better than
the
Toy
very end of the
Story.
year, and this is the only good one.
Yeah, I mean Lego Movie 2 was good. I like that, but like none of the Disney movies or the Pixar ones were that good. Um,
They're trying too hard.
yeah,
They need to bring it back. They need to like chill out and think like what would be cool and not worry about how realistic can we make it? Like, no,
Yeah.
just write a good story,
That
please.
that's what's good about this movie. It's that it's not realistic. It doesn't look realistic, but
No,
it's cartoony and it looks good. It looks good.
yeah, nothing is realistic,
Yeah.
and that's the point.
Yeah. Because it's a cartoon. That's literally what it's meant for. It's
Yeah,
not supposed to be realistic. Like, again, with Frozen 2, it tried to look really realistic for some unknown reason when all the characters are, like, super cartoony, and it just didn't make sense.
all the characters look the same.
Yeah. At least in this one, everybody, like, like you were saying in that one, like, there's shapes. Like, some of them are
Yeah,
more jagged than others, you
yeah,
know.
and you could tell like that's a bad guy. Look at
Yeah.
his angles. Oh,
Yeah.
look, that's a good guy. He's all rounded,
Yeah, just
soft and round, square and sharp. It's like it
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, it looked good.
Different character.
It's a sad day when the studio behind Ice Age makes a better animated movie than Disney.
Hey,
Will
working on
Smith,
Ice Age.
like
Ice Age is good.
like maybe the first one, but not the
Yeah, like,
not the other ones.
yeah,
And yeah, I mean, like just Disney's supposed to be on top, and then this freaking Will Smith movie comes out and totally blows everything out of the water. And
thanks, Fox.
yeah,
Very cool.
thank you, Fox. Although this is a Disney movie now too, so you know. But yeah,
You know, yeah,
yeah, good, good on you, Fox. I definitely did not expect to like this movie, and I did. So go watch it. Even if you don't have kids, just swallow your pride. Come on, just watch it
yeah,
anyway. Please make more money than Disney movies, but it probably won't. Probably
yeah.
won't. But whatever. Hopefully it makes its money back, and hopefully they don't make a sequel because it'll probably suck. Also, they should have just
There
lost their
wasn't a lot
jobs.
of sequel bait in this, so that was
What?
cool. That was good. Like there wasn't a lot of sequel bait in
Yeah,
it.
there was. It
I
was
mean,
like
I
Town
mean,
Hall.
yeah, like a little bit, but it's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
it's like the bare minimum. The
yeah.
quota. They met the
Like
quota.
could or not make a
Uh-huh.
sequel. You don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't
Probably
know.
will if it's
I hope
enough
they don't make a
money.
sequel.
Yeah.
This is good enough.
Why do movies insist on making sequels?
No, I
Like,
don't. Cause money.
we need them.
They might make a Joker sequel. They're like, that's like actually in the cards.
The puppet director like said no. He doesn't
Well,
want to do
then he
that.
made $1 billion, and then he said yes. Like
True.
it's doing a lot better than they thought it would. So I think they're gonna make a sequel. But
Is Cats the actual more incel movie than the Joker?
no, no, it's not.
Dude, that was like okay. This is off topic, but I saw this article once, like this week, and it said Cats is the better incel film than the Joker because the what's it? It was like Mustafa? No, not Mustafa.
No, like the evil one, like the magic one. They said something about magic.
Magician Cat was like was hated by everyone, but he tried his best to be liked by people. And that's why he's such an incel. I'm like, no.
Yeah, that was such a clickbaity article. It was
I
just
know.
so clickbaity. That was
Oh,
awful.
why? It was so weird. It was
Yeah,
weird.
that was yeah. But do you want to give us our number ratings?
Sure.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. I like this more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was funny.
Yes.
It had good character design.
Uh huh.
Most of the characters were fleshed out, so
Yep.
that's nice.
Yep.
And I just generally had a good time watching it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
7.5. Okay. Now
They just
I.
had,
Oh.
yeah, 7.5. That's good. That's
Okay.
cool.
Well, I also like this movie. It is basically everything you would want from a movie like this. You know, nothing more, nothing less, but it is probably one of, if not the best animated movies I've seen this year, as I said, which is kind of sad. But it was stylistic, it was fun, it was fast paced, I was never bored. It will be fun for parents and kids alike, and I'm surprised I'm giving this a recommend, but whatever. I'm recommending it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, which um, long-time viewers should know that that is more than I gave Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Because
Which,
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sucked ass. Oh
yeah,
my god.
I think we rated this higher than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and The Lighthouse, and
It
all
was
these
so
other.
bad. Both those movies were bad. I was
Yeah,
so excited for them. I was like, yes, good
yeah,
movies.
yeah,
But it's like, no, these are terrible. Bad.
yeah.
Ugh.
But yeah, this was better. Yeah, just see this. Stop seeing those boring grown-up movies. You know, kids' movies, they can be good too. They just haven't been
Yeah.
lately. But this one's good.
Yeah.
So
Maybe it's making a comeback, you know? Maybe we're
yeah,
like coming back around.
yeah, like next year there's gonna be a bunch of original Pixar movies.
Yeah.
Like two, but that's still more than we got this year. So
Yeah.
it
You
should it
know,
should
let's
work out.
hope. Yeah, let's hope they're good.
Yeah, let's hope they're good. Probably. Fox can do it. Anybody can. So.
'Cause, like, Pixar hasn't been making too great of movies
They've
lately.
just been making sequels, but this is an original
Right.
idea, so they're not like
But, like,
chained down.
what was, yeah, and, like, what was, like, the last one? Like, Inside Out or something?
Inside Out wasn't Pixar, that was just Disney.
Well, yeah, whatever. um, uh, Coco, right? That was cool,
Coco
right?
was
I think.
Pixar?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Inside Out was Pixar.
Yeah. Okay.
And like, yeah,
That
and
was good.
and everything else was sequels then.
Yeah, exactly. But, yep, hopefully we get good movies. Let's just stop this rambling. Thank you guys for watching, and
Yeah.
goodbye.
See ya.